Hey guys, it's been a while. Well, maybe actually it has been.
It's been about a year.
No, it's not been a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year. Maybe a little over a year.
Nah, I doubt that.
Yeah, it's been that long, man.
Anyways, this is the Answers Podcast. What's up? It's Red K.
The loneliest,
By choice.
of course.
Tony P.
And we have a guest here, but we don't give a fuck about him yet. So, anyways,
Not yet. Your time is coming.
yeah. So, thank you guys for sticking with the page. We've been posting all kind of stuff on it.
Yeah, that's like so cool that we got so many people that are still like
Yeah,
vibing
like
with us.
yeah, like they and
all of them are women.
Why you bullshitting?
I'm not.
Why you bullshitting?
I'm not
It's a lot of them. So this is the Answer Podcast where we it's a man bettering show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We go through the problems. You know, a lot of men don't talk about their what's that thing, Will?
Feelings,
Something like that.
emotions.
Sure. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy. This once again, I haven't said this in a while, but this show, it's not for you gals, but it is for you gals because you might learn some shit.
You will learn some shit.
Now you're definitely gonna learn some shit. Anyways, Tony P, it's been a long time since you've been on the show.
I know, man.
How is it? How is that the knife wound on your neck healing?
I think it's been healed.
I know. I just noticed it like for the first time in forever. Tony was dealing with this girl and she just like nicked him. Anyways, right?
Nah, nah. Trust me. If that was the case, she would have been behind bars.
And anyways, Tony P.
Kinky much? I think that's kinky.
You dealing with anybody, Tony? How's your bitches? How the bitches going?
You mean by work? Work's fine.
No. I remember you was dealing.
The work is his bitch, or he's work's bitch. I don't know. I get confused because I'm.
I think that's a Nas song or whatever.
It's a slippery slope.
Vagina? What? I was just like, what?
I was like,
the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? So no, nothing.
Nah.
How's the BM doing?
Next question.
I mean, like,
Do you get a lot of fiber in your diet?
is
the
she
question.
is she in the city?
Next question.
Is she in the city?
Last I checked, no.
Oh, okay. Did she move to Jamaica or some shit?
Last I heard, she moved to Fort Lauderdale. Believe it or not.
No.
Yeah. And the thing is,
The eye of the storm.
Not even that.
As we're taping this,
But the crazy thing about that
like,
is, though, it's not like I even found out from her. I actually found out from her ex-husband, the first one who has two kids from her.
First one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and him, like, y'all tight now, right?
I mean, obviously.
Y'all done swam in the same pool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, when it comes to the fact that we both have, kids from her and everything like that. I mean, it's just one of those things where, especially given that he was married to her, you know what I'm saying? So he's known her longer.
Yeah.
So he knows a lot more than I know. Like, I hear about things after the fact.
Uh-huh.
But he was there through the majority of all the crazy stuff.
So he's the reason why she's crazy as fuck.
No, she's the reason why she's crazy as hell. No, she's definitely the reason. Trust me. Okay. Matter of fact,
he's not here yet.
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet.
But I'm gonna ask. I guess once he gets here though.
Yeah.
Just to a question, and I want him to answer it as truthfully as possible. And I guarantee you, even after I tell him everything, even he's gonna be like, "Nah, it's her, bro."
Well, I mean, the problem with that is he can answer that way. It don't mean it's right.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
When we get to that section, I'll argue you down all day. In any case, so
you'll lose this one though.
What was it? Longest. How's the bitches? By choice.
By choice.
Loneliest with by choice.
By choice.
Yes, you have to add.
How's the
By
bitches?
choice.
How's the
You have
bitches?
to add that.
every day by choice.
If you don't ask
Any
that,
any
then
okay
wait for
okay
it.
that's not a it's not a accurate question to ask you.
Okay.
More so it would be like any theories that you've tested recently that have gone either a way you thought it would go or not the way you thought it'd go. That'd be a better.
Well, for me, it's just more like reading people.
Mhm.
So, I mean, reading people and getting a feel of what type of person,
Have-
and then using like certain theories based off of that.
Yeah, but like in doing that.
Oh, I
as-
just know how people are gonna react.
I mean, but in the field study of females, like
I'm learning more about how they react and how they do things.
Mhm.
They're all crazy, in like some way, form, or fashion. But there's a reason behind it. It's just, and it's less of the fact that they're crazy. It's more like a part of. It's something that we don't understand as guys. Like legit, we don't understand as guys this like insanity that they have.
I understand it. I'd say I understand it.
I mean, well, that's study. After like lots of study and paying attention, and
Field-
what other
field
shit
study.
that you do.
Field study.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
I've got the research. I've got the years of experience.
But
You do.
years, years.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Yeah, no.
You said it.
I mean,
I'm just saying, but the echoing. I'm just saying. I sense. Anyways, enough of that. Cool beans.
what about you? What's been going on the bitch front?
Well, I mean,
It's like a cold front, only just nothing but bitches.
well, well, I hadn't been talking to anybody for a while. I mean, but you know, I'm always like flirting and shit. Iron
sharpens iron. Man.
I ran into another young lady who is similar to another young lady I ran into.
Who's similar to another young lady. And then
No. I said that only because you know she's an Aquarius.
like the other one and the other one.
There was no other one. There's only one Aquarius.
But you attract like those type of people in your life, not necessarily in a romantic way.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so she dances ballet. Nah, she's stripping.
Ballet. Huh? What type of ballet?
Hold on, I was about to go to ballet.
I went to the ballet club.
She's a dancer. She's a dancer, and no, but I mean, so I guess who's not here? I mean, and to our audience out there, I've said it time and time again. If you're in a club with the women and it's a strip club or whatever it is, people have asked me how to pull a stripper the same way you pull any other female. It's just a girl in the club. There's really not much else different from her, except the fact that. But she's trying to get money out you. Isn't every female trying to get money out of you at some point for something? It's just that they're more upfront with it.
Facts.
And
There'll be tons of women who would try to argue you down with that.
And my Gmail is.
I'm trying to look
Follow
for a good
me on
man who
Insta-
can take care of me using.
I'm using Hope.
Baby,
I'm
take
just-
care of you. Can I crash at your place for a little bit? I'm like in between.
Depends on what she's had. Yeah, but anyways, we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later. Yeah. So no, we're talking. This cool girl, good girl. Actually, you know, a real smart girl. You know, she's a nursing major. No, she's not. That's just what they all say. I mean, a young girl, younger than me by.
I'm sorry.
Younger than me by because I'm old.
Years. I'm sorry. I had a bad. Years.
But that's a little weird though. Like she's 12 years younger than me.
Yeah, old ass motherfucker.
Hold on, we're not talking about who I think we're talking about here, are we?
I don't think you know this girl.
No.
Okay, no. The reason why I asked because I was thinking about the one night that we went to pinups.
No, not that girl.
Okay.
I mean
Carry on.
she has danced there. I'm not gonna say
Right,
no
I'm
gonna put
names.
her on blast.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we went there one night. We went there one night when I was at the spot, and he was like, "Hey, come with me."
This is the new spot.
Yeah, come with me to the new spot. So I was like, "All right." And we met this one.
Yeah, I did get her Instagram. She does follow me on Instagram, but I mean, just girls. But she didn't like black guys. So.
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait a minute. That's why I was like, hold on, I don't think this is what we're talking about.
It's a white girl. I mean, a black girl.
I don't like black guys either.
But I'm apparently that
Asshole. Wait, no.
I mean, not true, but like I'm that shade before you turn fully to white. if you look at
you're like dusk or
I'm
dawn.
like that transitional.
You're like dawn.
I'm like that transitional like fade over, and then I fuck over, and then they're like, I'm going fully, or I do such a good job that just go, let me go a little bit lighter. I don't know, whatever. Anywho, right? So I'm talking to the girl, and I'm sorry.
Oh jeez.
This is whatever. So
oh god.
So I'm talking to the girl. She's I get her. We were talking, and she was like, oh, she got off stage or whatever, and she was like, hey, and I was like, hey, because when I go to the club, Tony, what do I go to the club to do?
Fuck with people.
Yep. That's no one thing. I go there to chill. He go there to mess with me.
I go there to watch you fuck with people.
Yep.
I just sit there. It's like, you want to dance? No. Shit. I want to watch this. Just go over there. Talk to him. He's funny.
For our guest who's not here, one of my not my greatest compliment at a strip club, but one of my great accomplishments was the whole the leapfrog situation. Tony, if you would like to speak into the mic.
I was a witness to that.
What happened, Tony?
I don't know what the hell kind of voodoo he put on these chicks, but I promise to God, they literally leapfrogged a good stretch of the strip club. Like throughout the strip club, they were leapfrogging each other.
They asked me what I would pay for. Anyways, and it was well worth my money. Well worth. I was thoroughly entertained.
I'll put it like this: I wasn't even giving them money, and it was well worth mine.
It was thoroughly entertained. But I pay for services. What I'll do. But anyway, next time I'm talking to her, she got off stage and she was like, "Hey, so and so and so and so," and I was like, "Hey" to her, and she goes, "Hey, I was like, you don't remember me? You don't know me." And she was like, "Yeah, I know you. You're the guy that texted me from the da 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 da." It's like, I don't have your number, so that definitely wasn't me. I mean, it must have been an extremely handsome guy if you think that I'm him, but you know what I'm saying, that it wasn't me. And she
Yeah.
and then she was like,
handsome.
and then she was like, "Oh, no, that's you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing. That was me." And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, that wasn't me. I'm serious. Like, that wasn't me." She was like, "It was you. It wasn't you. Wasn't." And then from there, I was like, she was like, "I'll be right back." And I was talking to her. But regardless of all that, she did this thing to me. I was like, for you guys who are listening, that how you pick up chicks, talk to her, get her. Some people say number. I don't like numbers.
Because you don't call people.
Exactly. So I go with an Instagram or a Facebook or some social media, and then the only purpose of that.
I'm sorry. If they don't have any social media,
then
what happens?
me personally, I guess this wasn't meant to be. This wasn't meant to be.
It's just like, oh man, you only got a phone number.
I'm like,
Hey, you have been rejected.
I'm like, bitch, do you got an email?
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I had a one night stand with a girl, and I got her. It was by. It's like the only one night stand I ever had ever. Like met the girl. Anyways, right. Retract that statement, but
wait a minute.
It was one of the only, whatever, right? Yeah,
one of the only.
No, it would definitely be the only. Like, I met the girl that night, and we got down that night. Like, that would be the only. Anyways, right? So whatever the case is, next morning, she's like, "Oh, hey, so and so and so." We link up with her friends and stuff like that, and my friend is with her friend, and we link up or whatever, and I get her Facebook page and stuff. And she's like, cool, hit me up. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll hit you up, you know what I'm saying? And I plan to hit her up. Now, when I went to go hit her up, the first thing I saw was a bonfire. And I was like, oh, she must have been in the woods or camping or some shit. No, she was outside the apartment, and that bonfire was a set of clothes that was burning. And there was like 70 like comments. and you just read the comments, and the guy whose clothes it was like, I know that ain't my stuff, da, da, da. And I'm just like, yeah, it is. Yo, cheating ass, da, 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 da. So I called off the rebound that night, like she was ready. So I was like, well, I don't want no parts of this shit. So I never hit her up.
This is a bad idea. This is a really
bad idea.
So I never hit her up. But what I'm saying is, I would have got a phone number. I would not have been privy to that information. That would have been something she could have hid from me, and then I would have had to go through that same ordeal again. You know,
and it would have been your clothes being burned on.
And at that time, where I was in my mental development, that might have been me. You understand? So there's a method of time behind this. But anyways, right? So we're talking on Snapchat, and like I said, you get a way to contact the girl back. You contact her, and when you contact her, what do you talk about? Linking up. That's the goal. Hey, what do you do? Don't do that whole text back and forth. Get a rapport. Have your own little personal jokes and everything like that. Because when you get together, what the fuck you gonna talk about then? The same shit you was talking about on the phone. You gotta be in this day and age of social media and cyber dating and shit like that. You were talking about this the other day, Lonely's. What were you talking about? The fact that a person who can...
Oh, yeah. The person who can, like, talk to a person outside of, like, any type of media outlet. So, Facebook, Snapchat, any type of texting or social media. You have a better chance to get a girl, period, than you do if you were to use any of those outlets. Not saying you can't.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those really, really smart guys...
And you can do both. And
you can do both. And you're like...
Well, that's why a lot of the older guys, like, I'm in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of the older guys that are good, that actually have some kind of game, have a step up on a lot of younger guys, because y'all got, I'm not saying you personally, or any of the younger guys that are listening personally, but you have social media game, and you have the text game on lock and everything like that. But these guys have actual game. They quick on their feet. They think quick. They know what to say. And when they go on social media and, like, the girl sends a text to us or something like that, and I got time to think about what to say. Oh my God, it's so easy, you know what I'm saying? But then you get with the girl and you're in person and face to face with her, and you don't know what to do. Right, and females tell me about this all the time, guys. Like, yeah, everything was good until we met up, and then the spark that was lit just wasn't there. So, anyways, this girl, she's basically blowing me off. She's like, she had good reason, but you know, I mean, it happens. I mean, but and the way she did it. And the way she did it was like, and the way she did it like
backwards. It was backwards the way that she did.
Way it backfired on her. So, like, what happened was, I hit her up and I was like, hey, what's good? She told me to hit her up on Tuesday because she was free. And I hit her up, I'm like, yo, what's good? What you doing? She was like, nothing, cleaning up or something like that. I was like, yo, let's link up, let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? Let's go eat. You got time? She goes, I would, but I got school, which is a great reason to not go do something, right? And I was about to be like, cool. And the younger me would have been like, oh, it's all good. We'll reschedule, da-da-da-da-da-da. But she also said this, I got school, and I haven't really been feeling good. I'm kind of sick, and I don't really want to go anywhere except it's from home or what you call it, right? Now, the younger, dumber me would have done this. Now, I'm not saying this wouldn't have worked. This totally would have worked if I did this. I would have been like...
Well, I think it's longevity.
Longevity, exactly. So I would have been like, oh, hey, well, if you want to leave the house, well, let me just go grab something, bring it to you. We can eat at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I could see your place, which actually is not a bad idea because you get the food, which you were going to pay for anyway, because you're a guy, credible guy, and you know what I'm saying? You invited her out. So being that you invited her out, you pay. That's kind of the rules, right?
Yeah, definitely something I would do.
Yeah, and that shows that you're a credible dude, which is very important. Meaning that you say what you're going to do always, and if you didn't, and you follow through, exactly. And I would have got to her house, which is kind of where I want to be, in her house, in her personal space anyway, which increased my chance of hooking up with her. And I bought her food, and females love food, we all know. Anyways, right? And but I didn't do that. What I said was, I made a day in my head. I says, you told me the day to do it, and you're blowing me off. Now, even though a lot of people would say, "Oh man, well she's blowing you up, but she really has a good reason. She's sick and everything like that and stuff, and what's going on?" You could have been a little bit more sensitive to that. My text was this. Okay, I can't. I still on my phone, but my text was basically it wasn't exactly this, but it was to the point of, "Okay, cool. Well, feel better, and I'll talk to you later."
Is it?
It was not probably exactly those words, but that was basically it.
Yeah, it's basically about that.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, cool, it's good. Well, feel better, and I'll talk to you later. Get at me when you can." And that was it, right? And so I left it at that. Some people ask me, why did I do that? Why didn't I go with option A? Why didn't I do it? I'm looking at our guest right now. We'll get to him in a minute. Because here's the thing. A guy that's handsome, let's say I was Brad Pitt. I think Brad Pitt's reasonably still attractive to some girls. Or Channing Tatum. Say Channing Tatum, right? Channing Tatum the girls like. Let's say it was Channing Tatum, and I hit this girl up as Channing Tatum, and I was like, "Hey, you want to get something to eat?" It don't matter. This bitch had the flu. It don't matter if she had school, if she had work, if she was babysitting her grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's Channing Tatum at the end of the day.
She's gonna stop what the fuck she's doing. Like, put a bunch of pills in her mouth, try to get her nose right from the snot and everything, put some eye drops in, and get fresh to come meet fucking Channing Tatum. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And some guys go, "Well, I'm not Channing Tatum." It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is
Channing Tatum in your mind.
Exactly. That is true. But I mean, like, it doesn't even matter about that. It's like, you said that this was this, and as dudes, what we do, even guys who don't give a fuck, guys who you would call players and stuff like that, actually do care a lot, and they start bending. You start bending your word, like, without even noticing it, to get this girl to accommodate her because you're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes.
Step one with your mistake.
And what did she say to me? She said, "Oh, hit me up so we can go do something." And I was like, "Hey, you free? If you are free, let's go get something to eat." Now, by stating that, I stated what is known now is that if you're not free to get something to eat, then we don't need to link up. And I'll tell you why that's important in a second. Because a lot of dudes start breaking their word. And even when you break your word for your girl, because you love your girl, so you break your word for her all the time. You go like we were just talking about the rule in my bedroom. Like, we ain't going to the bedroom unless we fucking. So if I say that to a girl, right, and then we go in the bedroom, we don't fuck, I'm breaking my word. Now, I'm breaking my word from my girl because she's on a period, but that shouldn't be an excuse. You gotta run them red lights. If you say it, you gotta go through with that shit. You feel me? But
Here we go.
But in saying that, like, you break your word, even if it's like something like, if you tell your girl no, and then she goes, "Please, please, please," and you go, "Okay, this one time," and you break your word for your girl, and like, you do it because you love her, because she's your girl, and she loves you for breaking your word, but secretly in her mind, like, very subtly, and she doesn't even say it on purpose, she goes, "Bitch, you say you wasn't gonna do it," and she respects you a little bit less and a little bit less every time you break your word. So even when you're being credible, you got to be credible to the girl at all times, to be credible to yourself and put your happiness first, really.
Also, with that, it also tacks on with the idea of after 3 times.
Oh yes, the 3-time rule.
times.
Anything you do for a female more than 3 times is no longer a favor. It's an obligation. And even if it doesn't feel like an obligation, like, she expects you just to do it. Yep. The gratification is not there after the 3rd time, because it's like,
oh, you're supposed to do this.
You did it. You're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, right, to my point, back to the story. So, like, I ended it, closed out the app and everything like that, and then, like, maybe all of 10 minutes later, maybe 5 minutes later, I get, it's so funny that you texted me, because I was just thinking about you. I'm like, whoa, hold on, bitch. Why are you texting me still? Did you say that you're sick? You got school? You don't want to leave the house? Like, why are you still texting me? And you know why? Because I shut that shit down immediately. I was like, okay, cool, bye. Where the next motherfucker would have been like, trying to, and each way works good. But I think when a female knows that what you say is actually what you mean, it gives you higher higher ranking, I guess you could say, in a book, as if they ranked anything. But anyways, right? Look, quick note: there no memory bank for good deeds done. None.
0.
What did the girl say? What did Paul Abdul say? What have you done for me lately? No, it was Janet. I'm sorry, it was Janet. All right. So, anyways, right? So but since I do eventually like the girl, whatever the case is, I gave positive reinforcement, and I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, you was thinking of me. That's sweet and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like positive reinforcement for the things she said and stuff. And I was like, thank you. That's cool. I was like, but you get well and get to school and call me when you're available. I didn't say it in those words, but basically I was like, oh, that's sweet. I'm so glad you like me. That's good and everything. But back to the thing you were talking about you being sick and not feeling like leaving nowhere and everything. I was like, get well soon. Take care of yourself. And good luck at school today. We still not doing nothing. And then she texts me back again. I'm like, conversation's over. I just left it. But what I'm saying is a lesson that I learned and I stuck to, because a lot of times when I talk crazy, a lot of people don't think I live what I talk about. And the pudding,
You live what you talk about.
and the proof of what I do is like in the pudding right there, and that was an example going into it right there. So now we can introduce our guest. This dude is actually what's his one of Lone Wolf's friends. You can do the introductions.
All right. Yeah.
My new friend, my friend now, but you know what I'm saying, like we've met before, but yeah.
I've known him for a little bit, a couple months now, right? About half a year, a little over. No, over half a year, but like not like actually like sitting down, like talk. He's going through some crisis, girl issues,
Yeah, bitch problems. We all got them.
Bitch problems.
Yeah, we all got 'em.
And he needed help, and I was like, "Hey, man, you want to talk? I'm your guy, man. I'll talk to you about it." And I talked to him for a long time because you know me, I get long-winded, as some people like to say. I don't know who says that, but
Okay.
Whoever's over the space bar.
yeah, but we have him on the show. We want to talk about some of the stuff and get stuff out there. So go ahead now.
Good sir. What is your name,
What's
sir?
your name?
My name's Noah.
All right, cool.
We're going with the.
So, Noah, how's the bitches?
That's how we starting.
It's actually going better than normal.
All right.
You
were. What's going on?
All right, so I'm gonna start you from the beginning. All right. So, I've always been like kind of like the quiet guy in school. I was always like, just sitting back doing
How
my
old are you, by the
thing.
way?
I'm 22.
Okay, 22.
22.
Good age.
I remember those.
I was an asshole back then.
Yeah, you were. I can
I
see it.
I knew Dre back then, so yeah, he was definitely that.
I'm learning. I'm learning the ways of the asshole, man. I'm getting there. All right?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I was always just kind of sitting back, watching other people. I love to learn by watching others. I learn from others'
is a
mistakes
good skill
very well.
To have.
Yeah. I'm very observant. I'm very analytical. I'm very hard logic. That's how I think. I always think about everything. But, I'll just sit back and I'll look at other people in like a relationship with a girlfriend, and they'll hold hands and they'll kiss, and I'm like, I want that,
Okay.
So that's really all I've ever really wanted.
You're a bitch. I got you.
Yeah. yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's totally good. I mean, you're a good guy.
Yeah. Like, the one thing that I've always wanted is love, personally. Because I'm a lover, personally.
Mhm.
Like, I just have so much love to give out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to find that person that gives it back. Not person that takes it and holds it and uses it. I want that person that gives it back.
Okay.
Reciprocate it.
So would you say that the relationship you're in or were in
Wasn't
previously. Would you say that it was a relationship that she didn't give it back? Okay, let me ask you this question. Are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. So the girl in question, Did you love her? Did you like her? Like, what was good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I loved her wholeheartedly. I thought, she was gonna be the one.
Okay. Okay. What did you like about her?
I loved like her personality, and she liked all the same things I did. We liked to do the same activities.
Okay.
We both like started to share friends over time.
Okay.
I loved her family,
Okay.
like, cause I.
But what
I've
did you
never,
like about her though?
about her?
Yeah. Okay. So you told me that you liked. I don't mean to like cut you off, bro. But you told me that y'all had the same. You had the same like kind
Interests.
of interest a little bit.
Yeah.
You liked her family.
Yeah.
You liked her personality, I guess.
Mhm.
You're. That's really cool shit for a friend or like another guy. It sounds like legit, bro. It sounds like you're describing a guy right now. Like, what did you like about her though?
Like,
If you're having I got it. Do you watch football?
yeah.
Who's your team?
Dolphins.
My motherfucker right there. Oh! Okay,
I saw the bottle opener. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man?
Hold on. Not side note. Y'all do know Jay Cutler is your quarterback. Just throwing.
Hey,
it out
it's
there.
Don't
it's
remind me,
about-
man.
It's about the
Yeah.
same as Tannehill, and we got a decent team. But anyways, despite that, what do you like about
I'd
the
rather have
Dolphins?
Tannehill.
What do you like about the Dolphins? Like, past or present, what do you like about the Dolphins?
It's just my team, man.
Okay, I mean, like,
'Cause-
what's good about them though? Why is it your team?
I mean, I wouldn't say what's good about them.
I mean, why do you love the Dolphins? What I'm trying to say.
It's because it was my dad's team, and
Okay,
he's the
cool.
one that got me into football, and he taught me like everything
cool.
I knew about it, and that was his team. I'm like, well, that's my team then.
Okay, cool. I mean, like, but and like, I guess 72
Yeah,
only undefeated.
Bob
team.
Greasy,
Exactly.
Yes,
Bob
sir.
Greasy. What are some of your favorite Dolphin players?
Cameron Wake has to be my favorite.
Okay, cool. Can you name
That
any more?
man's a beast.
Yeah. Can you name any more?
I'm not really a big players kind of guy.
Okay,
Like I don't get into the statistics and player names and all that. I don't.
But you like, but jersey, I guess. It's cool.
Hmm?
Jersey, you like the jersey?
Yeah.
Like everything.
I like the jerseys.
Cool.
I like the looks.
Mm.
I like their new stadium.
Yeah,
You know.
dope, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see how I asked you about the Dolphins and you were able to just rattle off shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know you're not going at the Dolphins. You're going at something else. So just hit me with it, man.
Like,
Hit me with it.
I asked you about the Dolphins, you just rattling off shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Dolphins are awesome. But what I'm saying is, and your love for the Dolphins, even when they're not great, is like still your love for the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually about your girl, what you like about her, and you were like, I like her. You're like, I like her family, and I like the fact that we like the same thing, and like you were.
Well, it's just like.
You were like less enthusiastic, and you had less things to rattle off.
Well, it's just a hard question for me because it's like I'm not trying to put her on blast or like disrespect anyone.
We don't know who this is. I'm just saying, like, hey,
Yeah.
but listen, what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
If you don't, I will eventually. So, but what?
And I'm being very quiet on this one because I actually know this person. I actually met Noah through this person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and I'm trying
Okay.
to be quiet because there's so much I would like to say.
Yeah.
But
Feel free, dude.
No.
Whatever the hell you want to say, man.
But-
Speak your mind.
but
It's
this-
not in the right.
But
it's
I
not
mean,
the right setting
but this
right
isn't
now.
about her though.
No,
You know what I'm saying? This is about you, and the fact that you can't like really name things that you loved about her. I mean, did you like the sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then again, that's the only girl I've ever known. She
that's
was
true.
There's no.
she was my
But-
only
but-
one.
Compare it to.
I mean,
There's no that's the benchmark from now on.
I mean, but even then, you're not overly enthusiastic about it. Just in looking at you, talking about it, you're like, yeah, sex is cool.
Yeah.
I was saying, so I'm really trying to figure out.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. If you would have asked me the same question like 2 months ago when we were still together, I could have just listed off a bunch of
I
things.
don't know. I don't think you could have.
But it's just like right now, it's just.
But like, I legit don't think you could have, because like even though the breakup's basically fresh, right? Kind of fresh.
a month ago.
Yeah, pretty
Month ago
fresh.
in 2 days.
Pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Even though even though I've broken up with girls and in terrible fashion, but I can still but
I was
just
like, I was thinking terrible fashion, like.
Putting it mildly, yeah.
but I can still
Egregious.
but I still know the things that I love. But even though I'm not with them, I can still name the things that I loved about them. You know what I'm saying? like I say, like with the girl's caring. Like I say, one girl is a good mom. I could say one girl, no matter if I had money or didn't have money, was always with me. I could say one girl was good with my family. You said things in the opposite. You said things like the thing about the girl was good about the girl. I said that the girl was good. You feel me?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So like, I'm trying to. The only thing I'm trying to say is like, did you really like her,
Yeah, I did.
or did you just like the things that you thought she was?
That's also true. I feel like it's a bit of option A and option B.
Hmm.
Cause, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to let you go ahead and finish. I was just gonna chime in on something, and I think Dre will
Go ahead.
understand the
Go
correlation.
ahead. Just go ahead right now.
It don't, by the way, and I totally get where you're coming from because it almost sounds like when I was dating Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything you're saying is
Stockholm
almost like how I was.
fucking Stockholm syndrome, bro.
It's almost like everything that
Like
I was dealing
his
with when
first
I was
kind of
dealing with my
girl.
first girlfriend,
He was about
you know what I mean?
22. Like, damn.
Yeah.
That-
So it's like so I totally empathize with you because
Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
understand because I was in that same situation.
Brooke was a
And-
Pisces, right?
What's up?
Brooke was a Pisces.
No, she was a
Cancer.
Gemini/Cancer.
Oh yeah, we were there.
And trust me. it showed.
Anyways, so tell me how did it break up? How did it go? And how are you, by the way? By the way,
I'm all right. I'm getting there.
That's bullshit.
I know it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, but I'm sorry. Like,
I'm working. I'm working through
No,
it,
it's
man.
good. It's good. And this is
I'm
part
in
of
the
it. So-
process.
Yeah.
So how'd the breakup go? What the bitch did? What happened?
So
And when I say
Well,
bitch,
that's-
I don't mean bitch, but I mean
that's
your
where I
bitch.
started at the beginning. I was gonna give you the origin,
Yeah, go ahead.
basically.
Go
So, just I always wanted a girlfriend, but I never really had the confidence or anything because I was fucking viciously bullied every day
Okay.
from like first grade to halfway through senior year of high school till one day I went off on someone and everyone's like, okay,
That's all it takes.
don't do that to that guy no
That's
more.
a life lesson right there.
Exactly.
isn't it?
You got to stand up for yourself, or no
Yeah.
one's gonna stand up for you.
And
So
relationship is the same way.
so I always wanted one, and I never had one. And then I'm just sitting there, I'm working, I'm like, I'm always in my lonely vibes, you know. I'm like, whatever. Eventually, I'll find something.
Yeah.
And I get a text out of nowhere from a girl I haven't talked to in 2 years,
Okay.
and she's like, "Hey, what's going on? Is this still no?" I'm like, "Yeah."
First thing is, I'm a person. I'm super paranoid with people because people are shady. The person messages me out of the blue
They want something
every time.
every damn time.
goddamn
Every time.
I would go like, "Hey man, it's this person." Guy, girl, doesn't care who it is. Hey, this person. What's up? Oh man, I hadn't talked to you in a while. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Next thing coming.
So
So,
I was just wondering if
yep.
you like, nah, man. Or nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't message me out of the blue because you want something. And I know tons of people like that. I'm always
Like
like
90% of people,
yeah,
man.
What do you want? Don't. And I've gotten to the point now where it's like someone messages me like that. I'm like, what do you want?
You know, I'm like that about homeless people. No, like.
Hey man, hey man, how you doing today? You doing good, guy? Being good. to
Can I
me.
tell you a serious thing?
Let me ask you something.
Yo,
young buck.
my wife
Let me
and
ask
my
you
wife and my daughter is in the car right now. We from Jacksonville. I'm just trying to get bus fare. Like, dude, what the fuck do you like? Actually, the longer the story is, the less likely I am to give you cash.
Hey man, can you just give me $2?
Sure.
Fucking $2.
Easy.
The less
I
time
don't
that you're in my presence,
like
the better.
like the whole story that you had to lead up to the. I just need like 50 cents. Really, that 2-hour story for 50 cents.
Go pick that shit up off the ground.
I'm just that's just how I am though. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so let's so you guys start talking.
Yeah, so
You
you just
start vibing.
messaged me out of the blue after 2 years. I'm just like, random cute girl messaging me. Fuck it, you know.
Let's see where it
see
goes.
let's see where this goes. And I was like, all right, you want to? I can't remember. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. Okay, 2020, son.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah. So I can't remember if I invited her out or if she invited me out.
Yeah.
We met up the next day to go get lunch, and then that day I was like, damn, that lunch went really well.
Mhm.
Like later that day, I was like, hey, you want to go on a date?
Did you pay for the lunch or did y'all like pay for your meals?
I paid for the lunch. She didn't ask. The waitress
but you
came
invited
up.
her out though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember though.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember that little detail. That's
tryna-
2.5 years ago, man. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And
Credibility.
yeah, the lady came over and said, "How you guys paying?" And she went to go put up 2 fingers. I was like, "One."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what I do." It's like, if I'm trying to get with you, I'm trying to feel out the situation. I'll pay. I don't know what you're going through, but I know I'm financially stable enough. I can take you out for a lunch or dinner.
I mean,
no problem.
and as for a guy, that's it has to be incredible. But here's the thing.
Let's see where he's.
Well, I ask questions because I it's kind of like I'm just like you.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. A person creates feelings for you because of what they do for you or what you do for them.
What you do for them?
No. A person creates feelings for themselves because of what they do for you. The more things that a person does for you, the more emotionally connected they are, especially if it's a woman. Because, like, think about a woman who dates a guy who's kind of shitty, right? Or
Yeah.
a guy who's always going to jail, always borrowing her car, always asking for money and stuff, and she stays with that guy forever. Because the things she does for him harbors emotions in her. So, here's a question for you, right? Who broke up with who?
She dumped me.
Who cared more about the relationship at the end?
Me.
Who did more for what person in the entire relationship?
Me.
Continue.
Well, when you asked me that question, I thought you meant like what
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
somebody have an attachment, and it's like if this person's caring about me and they're doing shit
No.
for me, it's like okay,
No.
you know.
That's not it though.
But
I
I know what you're saying now.
It's actually it's not anything that's like with society or anything. It's actually like in our DNA. It's like what's the guy's name? Not Freud, but the other one. Yeah, one of the people who were just but the guy who was like survival of the fittest. That guy.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah. It's something like it's in our nature that when we do things for somebody, we do it because we care about the person.
Yeah.
And then we do more for that person the more we care about them.
Yep.
So it's just like women think that guys are so like mean all the time, and they hate that guys lie to them. But the reason guys lie to you, girls, is because we care about you and we don't want to tell you the truth.
Trying to shield you.
So like if a guy's cheating on a girl, right? He'll be like, "Nah, babe, that wasn't my girl. I don't know, I wasn't there." You know what I'm saying? No, he was skull fucking the bitch. But But like, if a guy doesn't care about the girl who's asking the questions, he's like, "I heard you was fucking set up."
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's my chick. Cause I don't give a fuck about you, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. So what I'm trying to say, ladies, is the lying is for you. in a strange way, it is though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely, the more things a girl does for you, the more feelings she has for you.
Well, the thing is I love you so much, or I care about you so much that I want to take care of you.
That's my mindset.
And that's but
as a man,
that's kind of like what you do.
We
It's natural.
we take care
Mhm.
of everything that's ours.
Everything under our wing, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I'm gonna take care of you because you're mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Women don't think like that.
No, they don't.
But when a woman does take care of you like that, then that means she does care.
Exactly. So like a perfect example is this. Like with the whole I'm gonna take care of what's mine thing. If a woman if your girl's mad, right? You don't know what your girl's mad about. Like you literally can't be happy until she's happy. Like not saying you can't be happy until she's happy, but it's like it's kind of like you, hey babe, what's wrong? And she's like nothing, and she just walks out, and you're like, what the fuck? You could be chilling with your boys like 6 hours later, like, bro, my girl's bugging, dude. Like I don't know what's wrong with her, man. She's just tripping, and like you're literally stressing because she's not happy. Because making her happy and taking care of things is part of what's in a man's DNA. Now, let that be reversed. In a female, you're mad, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, man, and she's like, what's wrong, babe? You're like, nothing, to storm out. She's going to be like, well, his problem.
Oh, man. That sucks. Pat.
Hope you get better. because they're not wired the way we're wired, but we think they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
And on the opposite side, is that girls think that we're wired the way that they're wired. That's
Exactly.
Why can't you be more like? It's like because I'm not.
It's a
Exactly.
disconnect.
Yeah.
But going on your thought of just like taking care and stuff like that, women usually when they do care and when they do take care of you, then they find that fulfillment in that, and then that makes them feel needed, or it feels like, oh my god, I'm doing something for my man, or I'm doing something for this guy that I like, and in a weird way, it's like them feeling like they are compensating for the fact that you're taking care of them, and if they don't give back, then that's basically them being like, oh well, fucking free shit, thanks.
So you met, you're talking, you're dating at this point. You ask her out. So like let's fast forward. So you guys are dating.
Yep.
You guys are dating.
Okay.
What went wrong? What do you think went wrong? Like you're dating. Did you guys only break up once?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay,
That was
so
the one thing.
So you're dating. Things are going good.
Literally,
What do you think-
picture perfect. Like
So-
in my head, everything was perfect, and Yeah, I know. She was relaying to me everything was fine. I was always 100% honest with her, so that's what I expected back. You know, I took care of her all the time, and she'd, occasionally take care of me. It's never,
What?
it's never a straight 50-50, you know?
Hey,
It's never straight 50-50.
Hey, definitely sounds like me and Brooke.
I'm so sorry for laughing because I've seen all this, and like
You saw the whole damn.
I saw it going the direction it was going.
You saw me pushing it up the hill. I didn't know there was a downhill.
Like this is gonna end badly, but I approached it from the wrong side.
The thing is, the guys. If you're in a relationship, you're losing. Here's the thing: nobody told you. Did anybody tell you this before?
No,
If you're
I've heard it.
If you're in a relationship, you're losing. When I say you're losing, I don't mean that you're not gaining something, and you're getting the companionship, and you're getting
The stableness,
the stableness, and
the reliability of a
consistent
relationship.
sex, and all that stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is cool. You're gaining something, but you're losing the sense that basically you're confining yourself to one vagina and like one girl and this one thing and everything like that, and like you're and if you're with her and you're a credible dude, you sound like a credible dude from everything you're saying. You're gonna make sacrifices to make sure she's straight.
Yep.
And the by definition of what sacrifices are, you're losing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She's gaining. She's always going to gain more than you. You just got to make sure that the sacrifice that you're making is worth it, which is what you were trying to say earlier. Like, I just want somebody who gives it back the way I gave
Exactly.
it. But you're never going to get anybody who gives it back the way you gave it, unless like okay. Here's the thing, and Lonely's Wolf will kind of debate me on this, but not really. Like your perfect girl, whatever she is in your head, doesn't really exist. Here's the thing: every girl has the building material to be your perfect girl, but you kind of have to like mold her into
You
that.
gotta put the pieces
like,
together. Yeah.
Until the robot women come,
And then we just
right off the factory line.
but you know what I'm saying? But like
Real girls? What are you talking
But-
about, man?
But the things you do, if you think about it in just like the way she acts or the way she didn't act, so like she was like, would you say she was like, and we're gonna get back to what you were saying, to what actually happened. Would you say that she was unappreciative of some things that you did for her? I'm just asking.
I'm just trying to think of like.
Do you think?
all
Do
the
you think
times
she?
I'm
Do you
running the
think she
scenarios.
took? Like, do you think she took you for granted ever?
Yeah.
Would you say that there's anything that you did in your personality that might have eased that thought of I'll always be here, so it doesn't matter?
One more time.
So like
Yeah,
when
I was kinda-
yeah, so like if a female is unappreciative of the things you're doing, right? It's usually because she's just gotten used to you doing them, and she thinks that's just what you do.
She thinks.
You know what I'm saying?
that's- Yeah.
But the fact that you're allowing that to happen, the slow deterioration of her appreciation, like you go like she used to like it'd be like, oh, you used to do something for you, and she would give you a kiss on the cheek, and be say thank you to babe. You know what I'm saying? And slowly it just got down to thank you, and then it was like it better be done. You know what I'm saying? Like by you allowing that lack of appreciation to depreciate is really not her fault for taking you for granted. You kind of did. You wasn't. And
Does it go back to 3 times?
yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing, right? All women are crazy, and it just depends on how crazy she is, right? It's just levels and degrees or something like that, right? But your ability to manage crazy is what puts you with that woman. So if you think a woman's level of crazy is this, and it's so high, right? Like mid, and your ability to manage crazy is low, that girl that you're with, it's not gonna work out no matter how cute, fine, or whatever she is, right? Because you have to be a better guy than she is. Because, like, here's the thing too, girls like guys that are better than them. Now, better is a relative term. Doesn't mean that you're like above her or lording over her, whatever the case is, right? But I've heard women, anyway, you've been heard girls say this: I could do bad by myself. Like I'm losing being with you. I could do, if I'm gonna do this, I could just be by myself or whatever the case is, right? Because women like guys who are better than them. Like, and like I said, better being, oh yeah, it's Tony Z's. He'll be in the building just soon. So women like guys that are better than them. So like, the minute she thinks she's better than you, she's like, I don't need this shit.
Yep.
Like, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it might just be something you're doing or something like that. But if you see the deterioration, and if you look back at your relationship, you probably can see when she was better, being better, and then slowly not being so good. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you didn't nip that in the bud in year 1.5 or whatever the case is, like that, is why I say it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So like, anyway, so picture perfect, everything's good, and then out the blue she just dumps you. What happened?
All right, so just quick. Started talking to me, asked her on a date, took her all day to reply.
Mhm.
We start dating. Everything's going good. I've always been like, when I want to take care of somebody, I'm going to get you a present.
Mm.
That's always been my thing. Will can attest to this. Whatever this girl wanted, I got it. And so it never crossed my mind, because that's just in my mind, that's how I'm taking care of you. I'm getting you stuff you want because it makes you happy and it's easy for me. You know? And then go for it.
To piggyback off of that, like, I've seen that with any type of gift giving when it comes to relationships, if the relationship is built on the gift giving,
I didn't think it was at the
well,
time.
yeah, but if it is, and like, you have to, it's something that if you're on the inside of it, it's really hard to see. But from the outside, you see it. You get a gift. They like the gift. And next time you get them a gift, if it's not this about the same
Or better.
way better than the gift that you just got them, then it's like, oh,
Well-
thank you. I forgot the one movie, the three Caballeros or whatever like that. It was like the one guy gets a sweater. He's like, oh, it's a sweater. It's a sweater.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, it's a sweater. You know, so it's just not
Well,
what they want.
to piggyback on that, women don't have a bank for good deeds done. They don't. Like, you would think because we're men. Like, okay, so like Noah, me and Noah are hanging out, right? And this is an example that the Beige Phillip show does. Shout out to the Beige Phillip show. A lot of my theories don't come from them, but we think similarly, you know. So definitely go check out Dante Nero. Little plug for that. Me and you are hanging out, right?
Yep.
And a guy steps to you, and I knock him the fuck out. Knock him out cold. Like, yo, did you see that dude? He was about to hit you. And you're like, thanks, man. Cool.
You remember that.
If I call you in 10 years, and I go, hey, Noah, what up? It's Dre, man. It's Red K. I know I ain't hit you up in a while, man, but I need some help, man. I'm like moving this furniture and everything like that, dude. And like, I just need somebody to come help me like move this furniture around. Can you come through? You could be with your girl and you be like, yo, I gotta go and help this dude
Gotta
move
help my
furniture.
man.
It's like what? He hasn't called you in 10 years. The dude knocked the dude out for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be 10 years later. You could buy a chick. You could pay a chick's rent. Yeah, 3 days ago.
What'd you
And-
do for me today?
Exactly. There's no bank for good deeds done with women. It's just a
They
thing.
got what they got, and thank you.
Exactly. So but it all coincides though. You know what I'm saying? Like how emotional or how attached a woman is about the things you do for her. So anyway, the gifts.
So, yeah, then that was the whole thing. But personally, I never looked at it like that. I looked at it as, you know, me taking care of her, making her happy, because she's piss poor with money. Oh my God, it pissed me off every time
You gotta manage
she'd
her,
complain about money, and I'm like, you literally have bills, you work all the time, you never have money. But all you do is buy stupid little knickknacks and things, and you just
Take care of
piss money away. Don't come crying to me that you have no money when you aren't making an effort to manage.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Do not, because you will find no sympathy here.
I'm laughing right now because once again I know this girl and I've had conversations with this girl about some of the similar stuff. I'm just like, I'm apparently I'm mean to her.
Yeah,
you're me.
You're an asshole to her because you tell her straight up how it is.
I tell her the truth, and I'm just, and then she kind of sort of like backtracks on, kind of like doing like the but. I'm like, there's no buts.
There's no buts.
Like you're doing this.
Clear
You
cut,
do this.
you
Here
know?
go, the end. Like,
What?
and that.
See, I'd be like, just buy more stuff. Like, just I mean, you know, you're not a quitter, right?
He completely broke.
Commit to it, you know?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
who you are.
Commit
When
to
in
something.
doubt,
Yeah.
when in doubt,
Went to double down. I'm like, shit, commit to something, goddammit. I mean, yeah. I mean, so okay, so you're buying her stuff, you're doing everything like that. You think she's happy, she thinks she's happy. I mean, because a woman will.
Exactly, that was the illusion.
But this is what he's thinking.
Yeah.
So she thinks she's
yeah.
happy, you think happen. Where does the trouble start? What happens? Let's get to that.
Honestly, I never saw any trouble until it slapped me in the fucking face.
You know what?
I did not. I
Here's-
was blind.
Here's the thing. And this, Tony P, you can attest to this as well.
Yes, I can.
When people are in, especially your first relationship, something like that, right? Like, you go, my girl's not like that. My girl's not that type of girl.
Never-ending honeymoon phase, and I see.
That's what I was
relationships
stuck in.
I
That's exactly what the hell I was stuck in.
Relationships like that, and I'm like, oh no, and it makes me a little queasy because I know what's gonna happen, like what's coming. Like
No,
the
because
storm's
she's your
coming.
girl and she would never do you like that.
But the thing
Well,
about it
guess
is
what?
you see it breaking down fundamentally, and then you see like certain things like.
But when you're in it, you don't see it.
Yep.
Oh well, I feel this way, but I don't know if I should say something. I have another friend that's going through this right now. Who he's like, my girl's doing A, B, and C, and like. I don't know what to do. I really need to talk to her. Like
Communicate.
man. Like that's what it
Please.
is. Talk to her. Like
But
tell
see-
her like you're doing this thing. It's bothering me. And if she listens, that's good.
But see, women don't like. Okay, all your girls' hints were probably. She probably thinks she gave you a bunch of hints. But they were so subtle. Go ahead.
That's the thing. That's the thing that pissed me off. Will knows. I was never given, because I can read this girl like a book. I know her inside and out. I know her brain, you know?
I mean, but you didn't know she was gonna dump you.
Not that. That's one thing that caught me off guard because I never considered it. I never thought about
You
that.
never thought she was a girl. She was your girl. You never
Yeah,
thought she was
exactly.
a girl.
I was in the never-ending
And
honeymoon
that's-
phase, you
and
know?
That needs
That's
to be a
the
rule.
trouble.
That needs. But see, but that is a rule. Everybody gets got.
At least one time.
Everybody gets got.
At least one time.
So, alright, let me finish the whole freaking explanation of the damn thing.
Yeah.
So, always get each other gifts, always take care of each other. Looking back on it now, it's like 80-20. You
Yeah.
know, I'm the 80.
But at that point, you were so happy for anything she did.
Yeah, I was
That you
like,
were
this
"Oh,
is
this
what
fucking
I
good."
want. This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
perfect. And then it's just like, it was my first real relationship, first real girlfriend. I was like, this is kick ass. This is awesome. But I always had that little voice of doubt in the back of my head, like,
Mhm.
it could be better, man. It could be better. And I was like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop talking to me.
Ruin things.
It's like, I'm appreciating what I have.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking about myself.
Do you? And that's where you went wrong
Yeah.
right there.
But real quick, let me just finish it. So I never got any hints, they were never dropped. Because it was the Sunday night, like episode 4 of Game of Thrones, to put that in a time perspective for you.
Mhm.
she came over my house, picked me up. She brought me to a dinner with her family. I met some more family. This girl's family goes on and on and on, and they come out of the woodworks.
Wait, this is the
Oh,
night?
this is my cousin's. No. This is not the night.
Okay.
This
I was
is
like, oh,
this is a
shit.
few days prior, right?
I mean, I have to like.
That would be.
I would have to.
Yeah.
Yo, I would have to kind of applaud her for that.
Damn.
It's-
Damn.
That's just. It's,
Woo.
I mean, you gotta respect your killer.
You put it in. You put the knife in, and you twist it. You twist it.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was
Bravo,
good.
bravo.
But
Okay, yeah.
so I go there, I meet more family, everything's great. Cause every time I hang out with her, I have my mental check. I'm like, is everything okay? She's smiling, she talking, everything's good, nothing's going wrong. I always have my mental checks. So we go, we have dinner, and then she brings me back to my house, and we watch Game of Thrones. She's all lovey and kissy. We're watching it, having fun, giggling. Everything's normal. And she like looks me in the eyes and goes like, "I love you," and I'm like, "I love you too."
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells me, and then so that's Sunday.
That was the hint, by the way.
What?
She looked you in the eyes and said, "I love you."
And I said it back, and I looked her in the eyes.
I know, but it was. I wasn't there, but from what you're saying, it sounds like she was like talking through her eyes, like, "I love you." Women do this thing
Well,
where they expect you to know what they're thinking when they're thinking it, and
Like
they,
trying to, like,
yeah, like mental fucking
telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy. Yeah. She didn't. I'm just saying, like,
Things were normal.
I didn't. I'm not. Yeah, things were normal.
Things
Things
were normal.
were. Everything's
Yeah.
going fine. Everything's good. She didn't necessarily look me in the eyes like, "I love you." It's like
yeah, but to them they do.
that's. Yeah. But it's just like it's a normal night, a normal little semi-date night.
Yeah.
Hanging out, lovey-dovey, everything's fine. So I'm like, okay, everything's fine. Then she tells me, so that was Sunday. She broke up with me on Wednesday. She's telling me while she's breaking up with me, crying her eyes out, that Monday
that's
she
irritating.
made the decision to break up with me. I'm like, how do you go overnight from "I love you, everything's fine, you're hugging, kissing on me, nothing's wrong," to the next night being like, "Yeah, I don't love you anymore."
Because it wasn't overnight.
Yeah, it wasn't overnight.
It was not
and
overnight.
and
That's I know though.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't
no,
overnight, but
I get your dismay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like-
I was just like, "What are you talking about?"
Like, what is this real? Like, you're joking?
I
right?
was in shock for like
are
3
you-
days.
Just 3 days. I mean, I would literally be like, I would literally
fucking shut down for
like
all
rage
years,
induced,
maybe.
That's the
like-
thing though. I'm just like Tony, I'm very level-headed.
and you fall asleep at the drop of a hat.
and-
No. I'm not like that though. But
But Tony's lying.
well,
and I know it, but I just don't want to say shit.
but yeah, that's just what I was told. I'm going off what I'm told,
Yeah, you're lying.
And
you're telling the truth. You're telling your truth.
I'm telling what I perceive as the truth.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But what you think now will be different than the knowledge you have now will only be perceived, or like you'll think differently on how you think now when you think how you think later.
Yeah.
You know,
It's one of those, like, all those thoughts, and like even some of the stuff that we talk about, some of it, like, fundamentally it's good, but some of the thoughts and some of the ideas have expiration dates.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
as you grow, you get older,
Yeah.
you mature, you experience
why the
more.
fuck did I do that?
Wisdom. Yep.
but
But so it's like I knew it wasn't an overnight decision, but I'm like,
I'm like,
that's what it feels like. So she never gave me a reason though why she broke up with me. She's just like, I don't love you anymore. I'm like, in my head, that's not a thing. If you don't love me anymore, you never actually loved me. And then what clicked was when she was breaking up with me, crying. She's like, "Why are you being so nice about it? I thought you were gonna be like screaming at me and stuff." I'm like, "All right, you don't know me at all. You don't know me."
oh god.
So it's like, so I was just like, "Okay, bye."
You got something weighing on your heart there,
I
Dre.
got a bunch of things weighing on my heart.
What's going on, man?
Hey, did you did you get it out? You got it? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So firstly, girl never wants to be the bad guy. Never.
Ever.
She could cheat on you with your dad. She does, but she, but,
Literally, like-
Jesus.
But, and even if like in time it'll be your fault in some kind of way, and it probably is. But whatever the case is, right?
He's your
You brought
dad.
You brought your dad over to the cookout.
What did you
like-
think was gonna happen?
You see that
I
dad
literally-
bod, man?
I
Jesus.
literally was. I can't say the club, but it's in the city that we live in.
Mhm.
It's called something else now. These females were literally getting fucked over a railing outside the club. Yeah, like literally getting nailed from the back outside the club, right? They were so drunk. I guess they went home with the guys or whatever cases. They left their keys and like wallets and everything. Or maybe they didn't leave their keys. Their
Jesus.
wallets with everything was at the club. So the next day they come to the club. I'm there. I wasn't DJing there, but I was actually like the host there. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And the next day they're like, "Oh yeah, you the females that was getting fucked over the railing." Like while everybody was looking and getting on Facebook and shit, right? And she was like, "Well, like you had $2 fireballs. What do you think was gonna happen?"
You not to get fucked.
Hello? It's like, wait. That's not my fault.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what
They
I'm
never
saying.
want. Yeah, they never want to. Nobody ever wants to be the bad guy.
Okay,
everyone always wants to convince themselves.
I don't give a crap if
Here's
I'm
the thing,
bad
right?
guy.
Well, you've been through some shit. That's why.
You the bad guy.
Here's the thing, right? Let's not talk about loneliest. Here's the thing, right? You could have. Okay, women are not logical.
Nope, they're emotional thinkers.
True, and they are logical. Their logic is based on their emotion.
Yeah.
So
That's
as
the thing. Facts change as their mood
so
changes.
as their emotions change, so you got it. So as
Yeah.
their emotions change, so does their logic. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And from you talking, I can tell that you are a very logical person. Like, what if I told you 2 + 2 = 5?
It doesn't.
Okay, just for this example, 2 +
Yeah.
2 = 5.
Okay,
Could you go with me with that?
sure.
Cool.
For the sake of an example, I can go with it.
Even though you know it's nonsense.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying. The fact that you would have to express the fact that 2 + 2 does not equal 5, but for the sake of it proves that you have a lack of whimsicalness in you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to facts.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more difficult for you to understand the emotional outlook of the feminine brain. But check it out when her emotion is changing. But what if I tell you that you could have basically saved your entire relationship if you would have did one thing?
What?
She said to you, she was crying to you, "Why aren't you getting mad? I thought you'd be yelling at me and everything like that," right? If you would have yelled at her and like got emotional, maybe even teared up and everything, like Hollywood movie star or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like the girl, "What are you? I thought you like." If you would have got mad at her like that, and she would have got the emotional rise she wanted out of you, you would have been still with her. But
I
would you
doubt
have
it.
wanted to?
I doubt it.
I almost guarantee it. I almost guarantee it, because the reason she was crying is because she was trying to get a rise out of you, right? Like this was women test men. That's what they do. Like my mom.
How I can tell you she was trying to get a rise out you? I can prove it.
Huh.
I can prove it right now.
Huh.
We talked for 5 hours.
7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours. Oh God, that long. Anyways,
It was long.
when she talked to me about it the next day, she was not happy. She was like visibly like it's not bothering me, but it's bothering me, like upset. Yeah, it.
Like
She was like, why are you doing this? Like,
so.
Wait, what do you mean? Why are you to you or to me?
no, to me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She was like wondering, like, why are you talking with him? I was like, because I can talk to him. He needed somebody to talk.
How
to.
did she know? I didn't tell any.
Women, man.
What?
So, but
No. That we talked on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and I didn't talk to her till Monday night. Was it Tuesday?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, the next time I worked with her, which was a couple days later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
All right,
was
that
like-
makes
she
sense.
She was like, yeah. So Noah told me that you guys talked. I'm like,
But-
yeah, and.
but-
Your point?
yeah, like, what
but-
do you want from me?
It's like, yeah, I talked to the
Nah,
mailman. Like,
listen, you're not going to get your head around this.
No.
It's that not today. But the thing to always understand is that you can't make sense out of nonsense. Like
he told me the exact thing.
Like,
Exact same
because it's
You
true.
can't make
But-
sense out of nonsense.
But
That's
what she wanted from you in that moment was basically what she told you. When she said, "I thought you were going to be mad" and everything like that, is the emotional response that she needed from you. right? No, I know, I get it. No, I get it. If you can't see, Noah's got his hands in there like, what the fuck? That makes no fucking
I'm
sense.
not gonna do that shit. Like,
That's
Two plus
the
two equals
thing.
5. 2 plus 2 equals 5.
That's the thing. That's just not how I am. And if that's what you
Exactly.
want, then that's not me. You don't want me.
But this is what I'm saying though. But I'm not telling you what could have happened. I'm telling you what she wanted. What she wanted. And I've been in your shoes, dude. I've been there, and I'm emotionally blocked, clinically emotionally blocked.
sometimes talk to me, and it's like,
Tony, am I emotionally blocked?
Was that a yes or no? That was a.
just said,
Like there's stories. There's epic stories.
He does not emote well either.
Not well.
You've told me.
I'll put
So-
it like this. I'm far from emotionally blocked. There's no such thing as emotionally blocked with him.
Yeah.
So, anyways, right?
It's weird.
The she was trying to get a rise out of you to see. Okay, so she had doubts in her head about the relationship, right? This is gonna hurt my head to talk like a girl, but I'm gonna do it. She was having doubts about the relationship, right?
Okay.
So
Obviously.
in her head, she was like, "This could still work, but I keep feeling this way. I'm gonna pretend break up or real break up with him, right? And I want to get this emotional response for him so I can see if what he says when he says he loves me actually does. Because if I get this emotional response from him and he does what pull it take, that means that he actually does the things that he says he actually does. And when she didn't get it, right, it hurt her so bad that, number one, she didn't get the rise out of you that she thought she was going to get. The plan kind of backfired in her face, and now she realizing that the relationship is actually over.
But that's the thing, is if I love somebody, I'm not gonna blow up in your face.
You're thinking logically.
Exactly.
But that is not how females think. I'm
I
trying to
know.
tell you.
I'm telling you. If you're gonna tell me like something straight to my face, I'm gonna keep it straight face. I'm not gonna let you in my head if you're trying to
Because-
fuck with me. You know.
But she's not trying to fuck with you in her head.
No, I know, but I'm
She's
just saying.
legitimately testing to see if you. Okay, so say what you gotta say first.
That's the thing. Is if I care about you, and I think if I yell at you, it's gonna hurt you, I won't do it. But I talked to my buddy Jared, and then I talked to Loneliest, and I was just like, batshit crazy, like, doesn't make sense.
But she wanted that out of you then. So check it out, right?
I'm a time bomb.
Women test men, right? Back in the day, women would test men to see who had the best sperm. If me and
Put
Loneliest,
it in jars. Taste
like
it.
if so no, if me
Jesus.
if me and you like the girl, right?
Yeah.
Like if I want the girl that you wanted, we would fight each other into the death, and whoever won would get to have sex with the girl.
Yeah.
You're obviously the superior specimen.
Exactly. Sometimes before we were monogamous, when we ran in a pack, like there was no, like we were like a pack of wild wolves. Like everybody would have sex with everybody.
Yep.
And that way, when the kid came out, nobody would know who the kid was. So somebody who liked the girl wouldn't kill it. So it'd be everybody's kid. You know what I'm saying? When lions, right? When the young lion kills the old lion, he goes and kills all the baby cubs.
Yep.
And then it re-impregnates the pride, and they're his seeds now, right?
Yep.
We don't do that no more in the civilization. So what women have done to replace testing men killing themselves is they test you mentally, like about shit. You know what I'm saying? They see if you're good for your word. Like if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, it's like.
But I always do it.
Like if you break your word for them, if you say like you don't do something,
I don't.
Okay,
I refuse.
Have you ever been like? Have she ever asked you for something that you said no for at first and then you said yeah?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do that.
Well,
I don't. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, and that's what I mean. I'm not beating around the bush. I'm gonna tell you straight to your face. No, it's not gonna happen.
You might be a slightly emotionally blocked too, because I understand everything you're talking about. So being that,
like, sure, I'll budge on certain things, but it's not. If it's like, would you kill somebody? It's like,
but it's 2.5 years of slightly budging ever so much, and she's like keeping notes of when you didn't do that thing.
It's not even like it doesn't have to be something like big.
It's not.
and
It's never
crazy.
big. It's never big.
It's something just like.
Devil's in the detail. Yeah, it's a little.
And
It's
then
like
it's
it's like
like, did you
it's like I'm
just-
it's like
No, you
I'm
didn't do that.
it's like I'm really hungry, but can I have the last wing? I said I'm really hungry, but I want the last wing. All right, babe, you can have the last wing. Cause I love you. You can have the last wing. I don't care about it. It's just food, right? In her mind, bitch, I thought you were hungry. You said you were hungry. Why the fuck didn't you?
You
eat the
sound
last
like
wing?
Kevin Hart, man. Oh my god.
but that's what she's thinking in her head, dude. That's what she's thinking for
I
2.5
understand.
years.
I understand.
And then at her, and since she doesn't, they called it love talk or love speak or whatever case is. Her way of love speaking is not direct. I mean, unless she's like bitching at you.
Whenever you would sense something was off or something was wrong,
I'd
and
sit her ass down and talk to her.
and you would talk to her, would she respond? Would she tell you like everything's okay?
She
or
just
would
tell
she
you everything.
just, or would
Everything's
she, like,
fine.
be like,
So
well,
this
I like
was
this,
literally
or something?
the formula, the play for play every single time. We would make contact, face to face. I'd see something's wrong. I'd be like, "What's wrong?" "Nothing." "Sarah, what's wrong?" "Well, this, and this." And I'm like, "Okay, this. Oh! Every time. That's one of my things.
Would you say that you guys were affectionate and intimate,
Yep.
obviously, and I say intimacy not as far as sex, but like intimacy and like knowing each other's dreams, what you want, everything like that.
Yeah.
Would you say that the relationship was comfortable, or like okay, what I mean by comfortable, I mean like, was there a lot of? You don't seem like an emotionally charged guy. Like you're very cool and calm, collected, like you said. Did you ever show her like? Woman. It sounds stupid because I can't even do it. Well, were you were you trying to do it? I know it's like women want this
Caveman.
they want no
woman, get over here.
no it's more like
Like
this
that, or-
the scenario is kind of like
Did you ever flex?
it's no like okay, I date this one girl and she is the only girl that ever tried to run out the house like in the middle of the night, literally. Okay, I haven't thought about this in a while.
Oh, Lord.
I
So
don't think
literally,
I've heard this story.
so literally, me and this girl were she was engaged at the time. But anyways, right? So me and this girl were at the house and we were sleeping in the bed, and she gets up in the middle of the night and she's like, it gets up. I'm like, what's wrong, baby? You okay? You good? What's good? What's good? She's like, I gotta go, and she gets her shit and she gets up and she starts to go out the door. And I'm like,
Hello?
and I follow out the door. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I gotta go. I was like, why? She was like, I'm just leaving. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And she's like, your expression is my expression.
What?
She's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, away from you. And I'm like, did we just?
When
not
we
have
were sleeping?
like, did we like didn't we just were we just intimate like a couple hours ago? And it's 2:00 in the morning. What would you do in that scenario? Because I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing that I did.
I would, chase her down and be like, what the hell's going on? You need to tell me.
But at the end of the day, if she wanted to leave,
I'd let her leave.
and that's the thing you don't do. So here we go, right?
That is the thing. It's
that is
like
the
the girl
thing.
always wants you to pull her back.
The thing is, like, I was like, are you like, what's wrong? Like, what? Like, I did the thing you did. Like, what? Wait, you're not going anywhere. What happened? What just happened? And she was like,
Well, I mean, I wouldn't let her go until I got my damn reason.
but she's like, I just want to leave. And so I'm like, what I told her was, listen, I don't want you to leave, but I'm not gonna force you to stay here.
But if you're going to leave, you're gone.
And so she left, and she was so pissed. Like, literally, probably ended up one of the reasons we stopped talking, because she was just so angry. You let me fucking leave. And I was like, but you wanted to leave. But to a guy thinking the way we think, right? She didn't want to leave. She wanted me to get. She
wanted
wanted
to fight for her.
She not only she wanted me to fight for her, she wanted me to fight for her, and she wanted an emotional response from me that signified to her brain the words that I was saying. Because we can say the words and we mean them because we're good for our word and we're credible people and we feel like our word is our bond. But they don't believe our word. They want to see the emotion coming out from a person. And if you don't emote well to them, they do everything. They test you. This was a test for you. And unfortunately you failed. So you see basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't be something I'm not. You know? It's like you want that emotional rise out of me, but if I'm not gonna give it, I'm not gonna give it. You gotta see through that.
I get what you're saying, but that's kind of selfish.
He calls me that all the time. Don't worry.
Every single human being, no matter what the hell they tell you, is selfish at
No, I
heart.
mean, no, I do believe.
I'm just saying.
I agree with that.
Everyone is selfish.
He always calls me selfish, and I'm like, I guess I'm
But
selfish.
We're
it's
all
not
selfish.
You just give it.
Yeah, well,
Now-
it's well, because he doesn't mean it in like the negative connotation, like of selfishness. It's just you're thinking about you and your interests.
Now I will say this: for every relationship that you're in next, or if that works out, or whatever the case is, which I want to talk about that too. Like you make the things that you will and won't do, and you stick by that.
Yeah.
And if one of the things you won't do is emote,
Well, I'm not saying I won't emote, but if you're literally asking me to scream at you, what the hell's wrong with you?
that's
You know?
that's raw emotion. You said it yourself. Women
They're emotional thinkers. They don't use logic.
So if you're an emotional thinker, you need a raw jolt of emotion.
And
Like
if you-
everything's too calm. Everything was too calm with you.
But
And
that's
it's
the
that-
thing is I like to keep it calm because then I can take
Then
it back.
you
I can
need-
think about it. I can.
then you need
think it
a
over.
woman who can deal
is
with
less
that.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't-
less crazy. You need less crazy. You don't
That
need
part.
that doses of crazy.
That part.
And this particular person is.
I feel like it's clicking.
Crazy.
I feel like it's clicking. I feel like some shit's clicking in your head, man.
Shit's always clicking in my head every day. Every day that's gone past, it's like something new pops in the head, gets in the cogs, starts working.
So, you want it back?
No.
Do you still keep in contact with her?
Why?
Because her family.
It's not your family.
I know. But that's 2 years of relationships I was building. I'm not willing to just let get ripped away from me.
But
know?
that.
And
doesn't
I still care for her, you know.
I mean, of course. I mean, you're a good guy.
Obviously,
You're a good
yeah.
guy. But literally, like,
That's the thing though, is like I still enjoy those relationships. I still want to just go over, see how her family's doing, but I'm not gonna let it hold me back. Like if I get in a new relationship,
what if you go over to hang with her family, and she's with her dude, her new guy?
I don't care.
Do you not care at all? Like, it's whatever.
It's like cool, good for you.
And she's just like,
She's the one that broke up with me. I'm not expecting her to like hold off.
no, I'm not. But what I'm saying is, you're still, even though you don't want her back, you're still keeping like a back door open. You feel me?
I understand that.
And not saying I don't understand you don't want her back, but nobody ever missed anybody until they were gone.
You never know what you have till it's gone. That's the
And
thing.
if you don't
That's-
leave, you'll never be missed. Not saying that you want to be missed, but the effect of truly being over somebody doesn't. Like, even her family is at this point. Her family's like, oh yeah, they're doing their thing right now, but they'll be back in a little bit. Like
I don't know.
but it, like, kind of because you're still around. You feel me?
But that's the thing.
Maybe you gotta maybe in your situation, maybe you feel like you gotta slowly break apart from that or whatever
Yeah.
the case is. I mean, I'm saying no, like one girl that I was talking to, I've literally I literally have not talked to her since I broke up with her, probably about a year and a half now.
Oh, okay.
Fox, yeah.
Okay.
So probably about a year.
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking
Yeah, you see what it was like.
it was either the one that made you a pie.
Oh
or,
yeah,
or,
that would be like 2 years
Or
ago.
the fox. Yeah, that's what I was like trying to
Yeah,
say.
so about
Like, define
The pie or the
so like the girl I was dating about a year and like 3 months ago, whatever case, right?
All right.
Like, we broke up, and the last thing I said to her was, "Are you sure?" She said yes. We haven't spoken since, but her sister calls me sometimes, and I help her with do some stuff like audio stuff, and we don't mention her at all. Like, I don't mention her at all because there's nothing I want to know. But like, like there's really like a disassociation of that stuff. But then again, I don't like go to her sister's house, and I don't actively search out her sister. But when her sister's around, like I'm totally cool. I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I'm not trying to bang her sister, even though people have told me that I should. nobody in this room, of course. But anyways,
Yeah,
right?
nobody-
No, definitely not.
I sit
Yeah.
here and be like, you got your goddamn.
I mean, I ain't even been. I mean,
But-
I would have been like, niggas, you crazy?
but
I understand.
But at the same
yeah.
time, though, my lack of presence around the girl that I was dating caused her to reach out to me like, hey man. But that thing, like, nobody misses anybody, like I said, while they're still around. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I
And it's so fresh.
I completely
and it's so
understand that.
fresh.
That's
You
the
don't
thing.
know how you're gonna feel in a month or two.
Exactly, it's fresh. Like,
But you can get perspective if you get away.
Yeah, my recommendation for it is like, nah, man.
It's not a good
I
look.
gotta separate. You gotta
Teach his own, but
Yeah. Like, I mean, even with my first girlfriend, like once I broke it off, because I was the one that broke up with her.
then it's
was I-
easier
was I-
for you to do that.
Well,
actually, it was kind of a proactive breakup.
Yeah.
He saw it coming, so he's like, "All right, I'll handle this."
You at the pass, bitch.
Deuces, bitch.
I'm the man. I'm handling this. Yeah.
I put it like this. I put it like this. And I was always, and, given that it was my first relationship, I thought that I would never be the one that would be strong enough to be like, I can't, like I'm gonna break up with her. Like, I always felt like if I'm in a relationship, the person's gonna end up breaking up with me. And the fact that I was the one that broke up with her, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that actually felt good because
To be the bad guy.
Because well, you would say that, but for me, it was just recognizing that it wasn't 50-50.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
See, you
So
saw
that-
it while you were in it.
Right, I saw it while I was
Exactly.
in it. I told you
I
all
did
while
not.
was in it. So for me, the fact that I had the presence of mind to be able to make that decision, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's where I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little, I have a little more power than I thought that I had before this.
And at that point, you became the hero that she needed, not the hero she deserved.
Exactly.
So I mean, but to wrap it up though, Noah, like so like you don't want to back this good. I mean, you're doing your own thing. What are you doing? How do you feel about relationships now?
As in what?
Do you want another one? Are you chilling? Are you Gucci? Like, are you in the gym trying to get your sexy on? Are you
I actually,
like
yeah.
are you? That's a good look.
So,
Like, are you approaching other girls? Like,
Yeah. that's my thing is, like I said, that's all I've always wanted.
Mhm.
I want a relationship and I want that one person that's going to love me back.
Mhm.
But I'm not looking to rush into something and waste my damn time again.
Again, yeah. That's
No damn way.
I think what.
gotta get your numbers up.
Um,
The best way to get good at fucking is to practice fucking. I'm just saying.
anyways, what I'm gonna say.
I
is
never
that
had any negative reviews.
You're gonna. I think at this point, what you're basically got to do is.
I'm working on me.
You're gonna work on you.
Best.
But for the next time, I think you'll be a lot more attentive and a lot more
And see the test coming, man.
knowledgeable of everything.
Because
that's going
I'm
on,
like,
right?
as you're talking, I'm like, that was a test. That was a test. That was a test.
But it's just like I said. That
How
was
would
my
you know?
first.
How would you know?
That was my first one.
Dude, it always
I had no experience, no wisdom in that field. I just had nothing.
And you learn from the school of hard knocks. Like all of us have learned from the
That's
school
the-
of hard knocks.
The best way to learn.
Everybody gets got.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? As I've gotten older, and I'm well, actually, Tony P is older than me by a couple months or whatever. But
Actually, about a year.
no, just 12 months.
We had one other
Like,
person.
you're not
12 months. That's a year, son.
It's 11 months actually. Then
That's a year.
no, it is 12 months, but like it's not 12 months to the date. You know what I'm saying?
It's still like a year, man. Stop splitting hairs.
If it's like December 3rd and December 4th, yeah, that's a year.
But
a year older.
It's not exactly a year.
It's not.
Still,
It's like
It's
July.
364
It's like-
goddamn days
No,
away.
it's
That's
like,
a year.
It's like he was like
we're
he was
rounding up.
We're rounding up.
he was born in July.
Why does it matter?
Early July.
Who cares?
Because he's not a full year older than
He
me.
just doesn't want. He doesn't want to get.
He said he didn't say I'm exactly a full year. He said I'm about.
Okay, Dre, what year were you born?
85.
Okay, I was born in '84. I'm a year older than you.
There you
Not
go.
a full year older than me. That's like
I was born. Think about
Stop playing this game. This is what he wants.
He's testing you,
you're
man.
not 365 days older than me.
Jesus Christ, don't do it. It's not worth it.
You're not 365 days older than me.
Stop!
Hold on, no, watch
It's
this.
time to
Watch this.
stop.
Watch this. Whatever, Dre. Whatever.
When you were 1,
Uh-huh.
I was born
You were born.
already.
That's right. That's okay. Anywho, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys don't learn. Stop fucking arguing with the man. He's gonna be stuck in his ways.
Now, if you were 1 and I wasn't born, then it would be you'd be a whole year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not a whole year older than me.
That's true.
We're born in the same month,
Yep.
different years.
Oh yeah.
Your birthday had a cake, yeah.
That's right.
So I'm saying,
100%.
thank you, Loneliest. I appreciate.
No, don't
you.
think he's saying you're right. He's just telling you what you want to hear.
No,
How he processes it in his head is, yeah, I'm fucking right. And I would rather that happen that way than him live in that world of fantasy. I live in a fantasy world.
But
too.
the funniest thing is Noah just going, "What the fuck?"
You're doing him a disservice, though, man.
No.
And this is the problem you had with your girl. And this is the problem you had right here.
Yep.
Learn from your prior mistakes and do better. It's true.
That's all you can do.
It's always your fault, man.
That's it, always.
Nip it in the butt quick.
That's what I thought I was doing.
Yeah, I know. We all did.
Well, now you know. And the
We all
thing is,
did.
like, for next time,
And that emotional thing stuff, that emotional stuff is difficult, man.
uh,
To somebody who is not emotional, to be like,
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm emotional.
but it's not.
I'll show you emotions, but
but it's not what I'm talking
Still-
about. It's the way of it's your thought process.
Yeah.
You understand?
if you have an emotional thought process, you're not gonna. Think
You
the
just
way
you
that
don't
think
come
at
you
all.
don't come at you have to actually learn it. Like I've actually had to learn it, and I fake it most of the time. I don't fake it. Like I feel that way, but I kind of fake their emotion because I know that's what they need at the time.
And,
And I feel that way, but if I tell them that I feel that way, but I'm not talking the way that they talk, which is through emotion, like by actually emoting something, like the emotion isn't fake, but the emotion is not what I would do because I'm not that person that would emote that way. But I know that's what you need, so I'm giving you what you need, so you can understand that what I'm saying to you, which is what I really feel, is real. And that seems like acting, and it kinda is.
Not kinda is. It is.
It is.
it is what it is.
And the Oscar goes to.
Me, because I'm a better actor than all you.
Well, you remember? That's
Whoa,
that's
whoa.
called memorization of the first, I believe, sir. You have that. Anyways, we're the Thespians in the house. All right, let's go wrap it up, man. I'm glad that you got to come on the show and tell your story, man. And you know, it's a cautionary tale, really. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like all of our shits are. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you got something out of this, some new perspective.
My word of advice would be never get too comfortable.
That's a good word of advice.
Delicious.
That's a good word of advice.
Love it.
Call it 4. Anyways, man, that's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna wrap it up. For myself,
Oh,
Red
God.
K, like they got guests coming through.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Lonely as Wolf, Tony P,
Yo.
King Legacy. I don't know what the fuck he is.
Somewhere in Arizona,
the answers-
probably freezing in the mountains right
This is
now.
the Answers Podcast. We up. We out.